I've been involved with the CIC from almost the earliest days and have seen it grow in influence, and I've been incredibly impressed by the way it has acted as a really powerful voice for all of those parts of the industry involved on a professional side with the development of standards, the development of technology, with improving the industry's performance and addressing the big challenges such as climate change, to ensure that we have a world-class industry that really is delivering high-quality construction products and addressing the key issues of our time. During the time I was construction minister, and indeed in the years before when I was the opposition's construction spokesman, I benefited enormously from the expertise and the skills of the CIC, and in particular Graham Watts, who was an outstanding representative for the organisation and the industry. And that wealth of information about how the industry could improve, how there could be better integration between the different elements in the industry, how it could raise the quality of its output, how it could address the needs of society better. Those kind of things were always terribly important to me as a minister, and that's why at that stage in my career I really valued all the CIC did. I've seen a lot since then when I've been more closely involved, but I've always had the highest regard for the CIC. The EU does have an important role, particularly in the relation of coordination of standards and items like that where there is a need for pan-European agreement. But actually most of the real important developments, the things that have made a difference to the industry in the last 15 years, have come from within the UK rather than from the EU. So all the impetus from the Latham report, all the impetus that came from the Egan report and the Movement for Innovation, all the other measures for industry reform and improvement were UK-based rather than EU-based. The EU still has an important role, but it would be wrong to see it as the main driver for improvement. Well, the CIC has already begun to build international contacts, and things like the Design Quality Indicator, the DQI, with the agreement recently reached with an organisation to market the DQI in the States, there will be a much bigger international influence. So that is important. But in terms of standards, in terms of the response to challenges like climate change, the UK, in my view, is significantly ahead of the States. Europe, theoretically, is in a strong position on climate change, but the European procedures are relatively slow. To get European regulations or legislation into place takes time. This is very, very fast moving, and if we don't respond quickly, if we don't show that we are fleet of foot and are able to make significant changes to the way we conceive buildings, the way we design them, the way we build them, the way we maintain them, we will not provide really adequate responses, which is why it's important for a professional body like the CIC to act as a focus, both for the intelligence within the UK construction industry, but also, above all, to inspire people to do better and to recognise that if we are going to address these challenges, we really have to change dramatically the way we look at all the processes involved in construction.